Okay, so this is going to be a simpler version of making a slab vase. I've rolled out a slab here. I'm going to take a pin tool. I've grabbed this stick here. I'm going to make some patterns in the clay with the stick by just making impressions. Like this. Randomly here. And this is just an example, so you can all come up with your own designs and make them as simple as or as complicated as you like. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to come back with this back end of this tool and make some round impressions randomly through here. Okay, that's probably good enough. I can roll it a little bit more, flatten these things out. I could stretch it if I wanted to stretch those impressions a bit. I could start to do that. So you could just play with the piece of clay to see what you can come up with as far as pattern. Next, I'm going to come over here to a corner. Use this circle for this thing. I'm just going to mark that. Like that. And come and cut it out with my pencil. This out. So I have this nice round piece, and I'm going to kind of use my straight edge here. Cut something like that, and then again I think I'm going to use this guy. It's a little small. Another round thing here. A little bit bigger. That. Do something like this. Okay. Put this stuff over to the side. Probably won't use it, but you never know. Keep that. Cut this round section out. This is a little tall, so I think I'm going to, I want to keep that rough edge, so I think I'm going to come up here and kind of tear off a section, kind of like that. I I decided I wanted to have a rough edge there. You can come back over here. Yeah. I'll take my rolling pin, roll over that a little bit. All right. So, take this guy. I'm going to roll him out a little bit. Like that. There's the pattern a little more rolled out. So next,
Do you get a little piece of paper?
ball up some paper. Form it into a little dome shape like that. And I'm going to take my piece and lay it over and try to get a dome sort of happening. This. This is going to be the base of my vase. I'm going to take this guy, turn the pattern down like that. I'm going to bring my dowel here and start to roll it over. Bit. This could have been a little wider. Down that. I want to do, try to mush it together a bit. Like that. Reach in with anything that's around, kind of try to shove it down from the inside, like that. So it starts to get pretty connected and mushed together. Okay. So next I'm going to cut it off a little more even, like this. Okay. So I have a nice thing like it'll stand up like that. And pound it a little bit. Okay. So then I'm going to attach that here, like this. I can wait for this to be, for these two sections to be a little bit drier, leather hard, so I think I'm going to take this outside, let it set up for a little while, and then I'm going to be just scoring and slipping it together, like that. Leave the paper in there for a little while, until it starts to get stiff enough to support it. Then I can take this off, make the bottom a little bit flatter, just using my thumb or a tool, and then I'll have a nice little sort of vase shape. So this is just a simple idea for how you can do something. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. This is just an idea for how to get started. And it's just a way for you guys to try and use a soft slab to make a construction of some kind. It doesn't have to be a vase necessarily, but a vase would be one thing you could do. It could be more of a cup shape or some other function. So that part is up to you. If you want to make a sketch and run it by me first, that would be fine. Or if you want to take on the vase shape, the vase idea, you can do that. Okay? All right. So, yeah, let me finish this off. So it's stiffened up a bit, these two pieces. I've taken out the paper. I'm going to look at the bottom of this. Maybe I want to smooth that out a little bit. Have such rough edges. Maybe I can, might want to sort of do this a bit. Kind of flatten out that edge. Still a little malleable, so it's not completely dried out yet, or it's minimally leather hard at this point. So, I'm going to take my thing here. I want to use as my top. Dent it in a little bit like that. I'm going to mark it with my tool, my pen tool, this. Have that. So I'm going to now start to slip and score this a bit, bottom here and on my piece. Got that pretty good. I'm going to come here, start to mush this together a bit. Once I get it going, pick this whole thing up, really squish it on from underneath, like that. All the way around. So I may want to take my paper, some of my paper, And we use it a bit to support it because this is softened up a bit here. I'm not going to take the whole wad of paper, I'm going to take the central thing and just to support it a bit in the center. That. I could decide if I want to do any other kind of enhancements to it. Come back with my tool and put a couple more imprints in it, and they probably still come out okay. Right. You could just let it set up like that. I think it'll be okay. All right. So that's just a simplified version. All right.